This project is already in process, but let's show you how we organize and sync clips in DaVinci. Same process for Premiere. If you notice, all of our files have been brought in from the folder and dropped into a scene folder. Let's go to day 4 since we have not brought in day 4 yet. So first I'm going to open up my hard drive and bring in my clips. So we're going to go find day 4 because I believe that's where we left off at. We have different cameras, and I'll just bring all the cameras in. And all the cameras first. And close the master so that we're not in the way. Great. There, my new folder should be coming in. Just drag all my folders in first. All right, so here are my folders. All of it is imported, so I'll just start one at a time. This first one is scene 4. I look at the first part of the slate, I see scene 4. So I go up, click on master, right click, new bin, and we're gonna call that bin 4. Now that we have bin 4, let me go back to that clip. And I'll take this and drag it into 4. See, the next clip is still scene 4. We'll drag that as well into 4. Next clip, we'll drag this as well into, that is scene 6. Right click, new bin, 6. Go back to my folder. Scene 6, drag it in. Look, at this next clip is scene, it looked like we reversed angles, so we're 4A. That goes into scene 4. And then what scene is this? This is also scene 4. MOS, no sound, goes in scene 4. And then this is scene 6. Drag it into scene 6. So now this folder is complete. We can delete that folder. Great. The next folder, we'll do the same process. That's scene, it is scene 7. Go ahead, new bin, scene 7. Go back to that folder. And let's drag this into scene 7. Now we get the point. Let's go get our audio in and go back to scene 4 and show you how to sync. It'll be the same process for all of the folders. I see all of my scene 4 audio. I'm gonna take my scene 4 audio, I'm gonna drag it into scene 4. Great. Now that we have all of our clips for scene 4 ready to go, I'm going to right click, create new timeline using selected clips. And we're gonna call this timeline scene 4. All right, now we have our timeline. What we need to do now is look at this clip and find our slate. And I'll just press the I for the end button when the slate closes. So we want to find the very first frame and press I. And then we drag that to the timeline. I'll get rid of this one since we already have it. So we have that one on the timeline. Let's do the same thing. Next clip, let's find the slate when it closes. We didn't use timecode sync on this, so we're manually syncing. It's closed. I'm going to drag it to the timeline. Now for the next clip, same thing. Press N for N and then drop it to the timeline. Next clip. This clip is MOS, so it's probably no sound. Usually what I do is I'll make a new bin. So I'll go new bin and I'll call it scene 4 B-roll. That way when I'm editing, I'll know that I have some B-roll shots to pull from. Now let's go to the last clip and sync it. I think this is, actually we already have them all synced. Great. So now let's find our audio. So I'll press that down arrow and see that this is scene 4 take 1. So I'll take the audio that says scene 4 take 1, which is right here. Just drag this little guy over so we can see where the slate is about to happen. That the slate is right there because I see the claps. Let's listen.
Scene 4, take 1, camera A.
Go to the very first frame when you hear the sound, and then we just drag that lined up precisely with scene 4, take 1, camera A. Now let's do scene 4, take 2. Same thing. Alright, scene 4, take 2, camera A. Now our last one is scene 4A.
Take 1, camera A.
Now press the end button for that one as well. And then we'll bring it in. Now, in order to edit, we're going to need to be able to create what Premiere calls it merge clips. DaVinci calls them compound clips. So before I do that, let's clean up this bin now. I'm going to create a new bin. I'm going to call it scene 4 footage. And I want a new bin called scene 4 audio. And I wait till I finish my syncing before I start cleaning up, just so I can make sure I have all my stuff. Scene 4 audio, scene 4 footage, and I'm not going to pull the timeline in, only the footage. Scene 4 footage, scene 4 footage. Now my thing is clean, so now I'll just zoom in by pressing Command plus, Apple plus, and just see if the audio is actually synced.
I'll instantly boom as soon as that.
Give me a second though.
What a promise.
Great, it's synced. So I just I pick my arrow, select all the footage, right click, new compound clip. Now it needs a name. We'll call it scene 4, take 1. In this case, it's A camera. If we had a B camera, we would do the same. I would put camera A. But since I don't, I'm just going to call it scene 4, take 1. I'm going to create that. If you notice, it looks as if the audio disappeared, but what it did was combined all of the clips into a dropped down clip. Same thing for scene 4, take 2. Let's make sure this is scene 4, take 2 before I assume. Yes, scene 4, take 2. Right click, new compound clip, scene 4, take 2. I like caps. Scene 4, take 2. Lastly, we'll take these, scene 4A, take 1. Select them all, new compound clip, scene 4A. Scene 4A, take 1. Scene 4 is now complete. Now, when it's time to edit, we'll edit from these actual clips because the audio and video is now merged together. So as we do our edits, we can come there and find it. And that is how you sync. Let's go to another clip, scene just to reinforce the knowledge. We're on scene 6. Let's bring in that audio. Scene 6, scene 6. Great. I'm going to start off by creating a new timeline using set clips. We're going to call it scene 6. Notice I made a timeline called scene 6. There we go. So now let's go back and add our marker for scene 6, take 1. I missed the slate. Most likely I did it again because I missed it. And like I thought, we did it again because we missed the slate. It's imperative that you always see the slate. I like to see the slate as the first frame. I tell my camera guys never record unless you see the slate, so that the first thing the editor sees is that slate. Okay, press N, and we'll just bring this to the timeline and get rid of the first one. I'm new to DaVinci. That may be redundant. It may have synced the clip, but I don't know, and I don't feel like learning to see. So here we go. Let's look at the.
Take 1, camera A.
We missed the slate, so I'm looking for the second sticks.
Scene 6, take 1, camera A.
We did second sticks because we missed the first set of sticks. So here we go. That's ready to go. Now let's do the next one. Same thing. DaVinci's kind of buggy. When I press play, it skips sometimes, so the arrow makes me impatient, but Eventually I'll figure out what it is in DaVinci that lets you play in double speed. But for now I'm using my arrows. You see this? It's a little blurry, but that is actually the cut. It's not this one. So I take the very first connection, which is that one, press N. Drop it to my timeline, find the audio.
Camera A.
Press N, drag it to the timeline. I'll make a new bin, create new bin, scene 6 footage, scene 6, oops, here we go. It's very important that we make these bins. Oops, didn't mean to make another one. I just need to rename this one. Because if we ever need to find our source files or things like that, or another editor needs to come back and see if there's some missing takes, this organization makes this project deliverable where any buyer or any editor can come in and make changes. If we don't do this process, it's very difficult to come in and fix or re-edit a scene. Anyway, let's get our audio into the audio folder. Let's get our video into the footage folder. And I'm going to leave the timeline out like I said before. New compound clip. And this is scene 6, take 1. And this one is scene 6A, take 1. New compound clip. Scene 6A, take 1. You can take another step further and push your compound clips in another folder if you choose to as well. It doesn't hurt to be organized. Okay. I think we understand the syncing. Let's just do a refresher on how to create our bins. We drug these folders in. Now, let's see where these belong. This is scene 7, take 2. That goes in the scene 7 folder. This is scene 8, take 1. Master. New bin, 8. Go back to my folder. 8. Let's drag this into 8. What is this? This is also 8. Drag it into the folder. This is 8. Drag it into the folder. This is a nothing clip. I guess the photographer just wrote on nothing. I don't really need that. I'm going to just delete it with the folder later. This is 8, take 4. It goes into 8. This is nothing either. A false row. Don't need it. Now we're changing scenes. This is scene 1 looks like. Master, new bin, 1. Back to that folder. 1. What is this? This looks like a good B-roll. I'll leave that in 1 because we could use that B-roll. Editor's choice, doesn't really matter. This right here is scene 2 and 3. Call it master, new bin, 2-3. Since we shot those scenes continuous together. Let's go back and find that clip. Scene 2 and 3, take 1. Now this one right here is scene 20. Is that 20? Let's press Apple F and C. Scene 20, yes. No bin for 20. Master, new bin, 20. And we'll just bring this down into scene 20. These are the clips I said that we don't need. That may be kind of creepy, I don't know. I'll drop it in scene 8 with the scene 8 stuff it came from, just in case. I'll just make that decision later. I'll put them all in the 8 because that goes with scene 8. We're done with this bin, I'll press delete. Okay. The same process exists for these scenes here. I can tell what scenes have been synced because I see my arrows, which means that there's bins inside of it. The ones that have not done, I know I still need to sync those clips, but this is how you sync footage accurately inside of DaVinci. Same process goes with Premiere Pro. First thing you do is drag in your footage, put the footage in the bins. I need to say something. If you look at the hard drive, we do not organize footage from the hard drive at all. Leave the hard drive directory structure intact as is. Do not change this under any circumstances. Because if I get lost and I can't find something, I can look at the call sheet and say I shot this on day 1. I can find the camera and organize this. Do not organize your drive folder when you're editing. Leave the drive structure intact. Do all of your organization inside the program itself. Drag your folders in, and from your folders, create bins and place them in the bins and place your audio in that bin. When an editor opens up the timeline, they expect to see every scene labeled. And inside those scenes, they should see a folder with all the audio, a folder with all the B-roll, and a folder with all the footage. And they should have access to the Scene 4 timeline to see how the footage was synced. And they should have the compounded clips that they will actually edit from.